decent. I've had some decent sleep. I sound okay. You know, I don't feel great, but I feel good enough to be here. So I've got a constant little runny nose, runs down to my throat, causing me to cough. But and every time I push or strain on any kind of event, my nose starts running, and then I want to cough a little bit, and it's hard to breathe, hard to get oxygen. But that was Husafel stone. That was moving it every 3 minutes on the 3 minutes, and I wanted to do that. I wanted a PR weight, so I think my PR there is the 35-pound plate inside, to be honest, just for a distance. And that wasn't part of an every minute on the minute type of set. So the 35-pound, adding the 35 inside, being an every minute on the minute type of thing would have been a PR. And then anything over that. So I added the 5 kilo inside and then the 10 kilo inside, and then took those out and put the other 35-pound plate inside. So I can't even, it's what, 70, I don't know. What was that? It's like 235, something like that total in weight. That makes me feel quite a bit better. That's an actual big PR for me. Hamstrings are kind of locking up from the beginning, even my first set, just carrying it out there. I can tell that I haven't done the abs I needed to do the last few days. I've kind of laid around on the couch and relaxed, and instead of doing the training, which is what I need to do if I'm recovering from COVID. So still tested positive again last night and this morning, because we had people that wanted to come train today, and man, if I'm testing positive, you guys can't be around me. But that was solid, man. That was like 7 sets in a row, and quite a few of them being PRs, and the last one being a solid PR. So, and that was a strain. I made a good strain. I stuck to my guns, and I finished it without getting hurt. So, and then putting it away, man, putting stuff away is just the absolute worst, because you rest, recover a little bit, get your oxygen back, which, you know, my breath is returning back to normal pretty fast, because a lot of my getting out of breath is just my nose getting stuck and running, and I can't breathe. You put a mouthpiece in, things just don't work right. So I put the Servo Strength hip circle on, and I had that sitting right over here. I was going to show you guys. If the wind grabbed it, I put it back in the car. But that red one is absolutely nice, because it sticks to your body, doesn't slide, doesn't move. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room if you like it lower or higher, if you gain weight, lose weight, somebody else wants to borrow it. It's got that rubber grippy stuff on it, and it sticks to you really freaking well. But you know, my legs are jello anyway. My legs are jello when I got here. My legs are definitely jello after doing the Husafel stone. Adding that hip circle on, man, guys, that was hard. That was hard. If you have a hip circle and you're doing any kind of carry events, put that hip circle on and do a carry event. It changes everything. Absolutely changes everything. So I'm going to take a few minutes, rest, cool off a little bit. Get a good liter of fluids in, get my nose to stop running, and then I know I've got one more event for sure that I want to do, and then we'll see after that. Do I take the time and recover, or I go ahead and do a third event? We'll see. We'll see, guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, guys, that wraps up event number 2. Probably event number last for the day. Man, that was an absolute good circuit. I sat down last night and was thinking about what I wanted to finish off with today. You know, I want something every week that works kind of the pressing and the stabilization of the pressing muscles. And I haven't done, you know, I want to sit down. I know my back and everything didn't feel great last night. I wanted to unstress, you know, everything on my spine. And I know that I don't need to continue just to push myself right now anyway. So I thought, you know, I haven't done a crucifix hold type thing in a long time. I'll just do crucifix. Well, that's going to get kind of boring. So we set it up. You know, I wanted to do some raises, which that's a great builder for the crucifix hold. Generally doing at least lots and lots of sets of 8s if you're doing them on your own. Shoulders seem to grow really well with reps of 8s and high volume on the shoulders. So I wanted to get somewhere around 6 to 8 reps on the raises, and then wanted to do the front hold. I had the piece of pipe with the Elite FTS. Let me show you. This little thing right here is part of the chain loaders from Elite FTS. Just a piece of 2-inch pipe, some hooks, and some chain. Give me something to hold out, and I can find a good position, you know, depending on where I want it, where I feel it. My shoulders really, really close, a little more pecs. If a shoulder was bothering me, a little bit wider. If something else was bothering me, that's a great builder for the bench press as well. You got to force yourself to stay upright. You can't lean back and cheat. You got to force yourself to stay upright. You can grab and you can pull apart just like you would on a bench press. You can twist this way like you would on a bench press. You can twist that way like you would on a bench press. You can really get your lats and upper back, rear delts really locked in while you're also locking in those front delts to hold it into position. That felt really, really good. That felt really, really nice. And then I went over the Viking press, which feels terrible, absolutely terrible. You know, my press is just frustrating, you know, because I don't have balance on my feet. I feel like I'm standing on a Bosu ball that somebody's pushing. I feel like I'm on a Bosu ball in the middle of the sea that's going like this nonstop when I'm trying to press. But hey, that's where I am, and we're just going to keep. We're not going to quit. We're just going to keep doing it. So, and then I wanted to finish off with an actual hold, a crucifix hold. I didn't really have a set time that I wanted, but I knew that I just wanted to get to a point where I had to put a little bit of effort in the first round, a little more effort into everything on the second round, and I wanted to kind of go all out on the third round. So that was a great all-around shoulder workout. A little bit of pec, a good little bit of upper back and rear delts, and I didn't hurt anything in the process. No biceps, no elbows, no shoulders, no pecs, no back, nothing. Everything felt pretty solid at the end. So, solid event. And I think I'm going to cut it there. I'm going to put everything away. I've got some plates and stuff to get back inside, some trash to throw away. I've had it written down to work on the fingers today, but here's the deal. And I hate to leave because this is an absolute beautiful day. You can see my beard blowing in the breeze. I know that we're not going to have many more days over the next 4 to 5 months that are going to be like this. I know that our days are just going to be punishing like they have been the last several weeks. But I know that you got to take advantage of the days like this because you can come out and train hard and cool off without having to use lots of ice, which we don't have, and tons of fans. So it's not nearly as dangerous to train in weather like somehow we managed to get today. But, you know, I do have COVID. I do have a runny nose. I do have a cough. And I do know that, you know, I'm on a lot of medication that suppresses my immune system. And I fall into the list of categories of people who need to self-isolate for their own benefit for at least 20 days after testing positive. Not for anyone else's benefit, because nobody else is going to get sick. But I'm supposed to be completely self-isolated for my own health to protect me from getting worse for at least 20 days. So I know that I could feel good and then everything could turn downhill really, really rapidly because of my general health conditions and the medicine that I'm taking at the moment. So what is the benefit actually of doing a third event at this point? I did the fingers last week. I did them really, really hard. I laid in the ground when I was done. Probably looking back, I probably have a good idea why my chest was closing up last weekend when I was doing the finger fingers as well as every other event. Probably why I was struggling on Atlas stones on Monday. But I think the risk to reward right now, health-wise, is pretty skewed. It's kind of off. So I'm going to snap the day, put everything away, and I'm going to get home and spend a couple of extra hours recovering. And then, if I feel good tomorrow, I could have a great stone session, or I could push today and then not have a session at all tomorrow. So, and there's a little hint that my wife may come out and join me doing stones and sandbags tomorrow. I don't know. No promises, but I know she kind of has the itch. So, gonna get everything away, wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys can use some of this stuff. Try some of this stuff in training, guys. Absolutely try it. See you guys tomorrow for Atlas stones. Have a great one.